Don't consume dairy. Number one, it's very pro-inflammatory.
Dairy is not inflammatory. There have been many reviews of plenty of randomized controlled trials in humans showing that dairy is not pro-inflammatory in healthy and metabolically unhealthy adults.
Number two, if you have lactose intolerance, even subtle lactose intolerance, it can wreak havoc with your system.
This is true for pasteurized dairy because all the probiotics have been heated and killed off. But if you're drinking raw dairy, all the probiotics are still there, and these probiotics create lactase in your gut, so you won't experience all the negative health effects when you drink raw milk.
They also pump it full of hormones, and they do that to increase milk production.
This is true in conventional dairy. If you've ever seen RBST on the label, this is a bovine growth hormone approved by the FDA that's given to the cattle to increase its milk production. But if you're sourcing your raw dairy from small local farms, you don't have to worry about any additional hormones being added.
Finally, dairy is very, very cruel. It's basically tied to the veal industry, and a lot of you guys know how cruel that can be.
I agree that conventional dairy practices can be cruel, and I don't encourage that. But again, not all dairy is the same. Find and support small local farms with ethical standards. This is completely different.
So what do? Well, first of all, there are alternatives that are healthier. Oat milk and almond milk are much healthier than dairy.
There can be decent options out there for plant-based milks that don't contain seed oils, but none of these will ever come close to containing the same nutrition, vitamins, minerals, and protein that you'll find in actual dairy.
Number two, if you're trying to get calcium, spinach and collard greens are a great source of calcium.
On paper, it might look like leafy greens are a great source of calcium, but when you ingest these, because they contain oxalic acid or oxalates, these are going to bind to the minerals like calcium in your digestive tract, and you're just going to excrete them. You're not going to absorb as much calcium as you think.
And if you're trying to drink it for protein, beans and pea protein is actually a much better source of protein.
Beans and pea protein is not a better source of protein than cow's milk. When you look at the digestible indispensable amino acid score, which ranks the bioavailability and absorbability of proteins, milk is at the very top of the list. Beans and pea protein is not as absorbable or bioavailable as cow's milk. If there's one takeaway from this, it's that not all dairy is the same. It's a shame that big dairy gets lumped together with small family-run farms that sell nutritious raw dairy.